The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
There's a girl, she's a star, she's got style, Steffi Star, you see her face around the town, she's popular, Steffi Star.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
And I'm Meredith Keach.
And this is our podcast. We love it so much. We have special guests today.
Yes. Ready to announce?
I'm ready to announce. You never know who our guests are going to be, right?
Yeah. Go for it.
We always have different people. Well, I don't even know Matt's last name. Matt, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Matt Lovetere, and I'm with the Carpet Workroom.
Carpet Workroom. We're going to get into that. And my old good friend, she's not old, but she's my old friend that I've had for a lot of years, but she's young and cute. Her name is Donna Rabb.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello. We've been friends for years.
Yeah. I love your purple top, Donna.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I thought I'd be festive a little bit.
Yeah.
Donna's very fashionable. Perfect. Matt, not so much.
No, I'm all decked out in company gear.
As you should be.
So tell us about this carpet company. Donna obviously told us a bit
Well,
about
first
it.
of all, we were supposed to go with the cameras, but Meredith and I decided we really didn't want to be on TV.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
So
I mean,
just
we're kind of on
fooled me
TV
into
here, but
thinking I
like,
was on
it's
TV.
different.
Yeah, you're on TV right now.
Yeah.
So. But we're excited. So tell us everything. How did you get into this?
Yeah.
What
So
do we do?
The Carpet Workroom is a family business that I started with my father. This was back in 2010, but it was something that he conceived back in the 80s and 90s as he owned his craft as a carpet installer. He did it locally for different retailers in the area, different design firms, and eventually we were able to open up our own storefront in Needham. And now we have 3 locations, one of which is in Stoughton right next door. And so that's where we met first, Stephanie, and trying to really just get people excited about floors. And I know that that's a tough thing to do as realtors. It's the last thing I'm sure you consider, and I'm sure buyers, it's even further from the top of their mind. So that's what we're here to do, and we've been at it for now 15 years or so.
Can I just address what you said, that it's the last thing from people's minds? Because personally speaking, we just had hardwood floors installed, and I obsessed, you can ask Stephanie, about the floors that were there previously, that were original. It's a 90s colonial. And I am so happy. Every time I walk into my house, it makes me happy. The floors that were there before,
Disgusting.
oh, it was terrible. And it just makes you feel bad about yourself when your floors are gross.
It's
so
true.
I think from a real estate agent's perspective, I disagree. I think it's everything. I think you have to start with the floors, and it's the greatest surface area that you're going to see. And it's wear is important visually. I mean, it makes me now happy. I'm happy going into my house.
Yeah, I mean, we spend most of our time looking down,
Right.
Especially when we're entering a space. It's one of the first things you see. But mostly for industry people like yourselves, like myself, we do notice these kind of details.
Yeah.
But I think most buyers, when they look at a new home, they're looking at location,
Yeah.
curb appeal.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily focusing in on where you walk, and it has a major design component to it, and
Right.
it can bring happiness, as funny as that might sound.
Well, like artwork, right?
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve with flooring, different flooring in every room.
Agreed.
It is the worst.
When you're showing a house.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's what we had.
It is
there was carpet here,
terrible.
carpet here,
Yep.
tile here, linoleum here, tile here.
It's the first thing I say as I'm taking a client
Right.
through is, well, that rug has got to go. You can redo the rug. You can do the floors.
right.
You could put beautiful floors with a lot of area rugs,
right.
which are
And
beautiful
that's what people
today.
should do.
Yeah.
Because then you can change your style up.
Right.
And runners are coming back.
I love a runner. I love it. I think it just adds such class to the house. But you are really doing yourself a disservice if you put all different flooring in different rooms. Just
Yes.
go with, if you want hardwood, same
Yes.
hardwood all throughout. And then you go see Matt.
Yes.
And you say, Matt, okay, now this is the fun part with our design element and how we want to design area rugs.
So Matt, I need area rugs. So talk me through. So now we have our hardwood floors. I have an idea of the furniture I want, but how do I figure out carpet? Like I just come to you and say, I need one for my mudroom. It's got to fit under the door. I need one for the hallway. I need one for the living room. Is that like it or?
Yeah, so the goal is to marry need with the aesthetics of it. And so if you have a mudroom, obviously it needs to be high traffic, very durable, cleanable. And so you want to find something that's suitable for that space, but also something that fits in with your look that you're going for. And now performance fabric, indoor, outdoor carpeting, it's more plentiful than ever. You can find it in any color, any pattern. It looks really nice for a cheap product. And so depending on what you're looking for, what your needs are, that's where we come in and we make suggestions to try to limit the amount of decisions that you have to make as a decision maker.
Do you have hardwood stairs or carpet?
Stairs. And I have noticed, so going from, so the stairs were carpeted, our mudroom was carpeted, it had a commercial grade. Oh my God, there's dirt everywhere now.
Oh, with the hardwood.
Yeah.
Your husband must be going crazy.
Yeah,
He
I'm
likes
going to have to
clean
get a
floor.
robot again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm constantly
Yeah.
vacuuming.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah.
Hardwood and rugs.
Yeah. It shows more, but it's cleaner, obviously. And with some small rugs, I think that will cut down on that to kind of cut down on the traction. But Donna had indicated that you do custom.
Yeah, so everything that we make is made to order, and that was the thing for a long time with area rugs, is they only came in standard sizes. You had 5x7s, 6x9, 9x12. Most people can kind of list off the sizes. Yeah. Nowadays, and what we specialize in is making broadloom carpet into area rugs. So in our workroom locally in Stoughton, we receive fabrics from all over the world, carpets that come in different size rolls, and we cut and then apply edging to make them a finished product, and then it's all to spec. So if you needed something cut around a fireplace, if you needed something with a rounded corner or an angled corner, we can come out and template the space. So there's really no limitations anymore to what an area rug will look like and where it will lay out. And so it brings a lot more creativity into the process, and sometimes that makes it almost more difficult to make decisions. But again, that's where we step in, and we have a team of project managers and designers that help make those decisions for you.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Does the designer come out to the house, or no, they don't need to because...
Yeah, we do a lot with photographs. So if you wanted to start a project with us, you send us in photos, and that gives us a sense of how a space is going to look. Also gauge the size as well. You can tell a lot from a photo if you know what you're looking for. And then eventually showroom visits and home visits, those all come into play during the process. But if you wanted to start by having a designer come out, we have a designer on staff that will come out and work on your flooring projects, but really anything else that you're looking to do.
Well, that's usually helpful because I really only like 3 choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have way too
anything
many
more
choices,
than
Matt.
that.
Yeah, it's too much for me because I'm not a designer, and I'm not
Right.
pouring through looking at design ideas. I could sell it. I'll sell whatever you have,
Right.
but I'm not on the creative end of things.
Right.
Are you?
No.
Yeah.
Not with decorating.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
In fact, I was looking around my house going, ew.
Yeah. I feel like most people think that realtors are adept at interior design, and we're really not.
I'm
It's
not.
not our forte.
I like it.
Donna, you're good at it.
I am.
Well, there you go.
What's your new aesthetic at the new house? What are your colors going to be? Donna's building a new home.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Very contemporary. It's very white. creams and
White
oak
is trending right
and
now,
oak.
though, and accenting
Yeah.
with color.
no more gray.
Yeah.
No more gray. I know. Of course, I was the one that painted all my walls gray and my kitchen cabinets.
Yeah, but it was a while ago, Steph. It was trending.
Yeah, it doesn't bring me joy.
No.
Get a fresh new runner.
I know.
Yeah.
I
the
say I'm
kitchen.
going to do all these things and I don't. My parents had octagon rugs.
I did too.
You did too?
His father made it for me.
Oh, he did? I think my parents
fr-
got.
when I first
I
moved into
actually don't know
Sharon.
where they got it. It was in their house in Foxborough. They had matching octagon rugs.
Wouldn't it be funny if we were the ones that did those rugs?
It would be funny.
There's a chance of
Could
it.
have.
I know. You
It's
never know.
Yeah, not
I
many.
mean, who
It
else would have
probably
done
was.
it?
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Not too
probably
many
his
people.
That's
dad.
so crazy. I wonder.
How do we find out?
Who knows? Papu's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now, and unfortunately, Mimi's in the air somewhere.
So your showroom. Tell us about your showroom. Like, can anybody just come by, or do you have to make an appointment?
So yeah, everyone can come by. We take appointments. That's to ensure that we have a project manager available to work with you, and it gives us a chance to have a dialogue ahead of time to help shrink down the showroom because there are thousands of options, different colors, different patterns,
stresses me out.
different materials,
Yeah.
and price points, of
Right.
course.
Yeah.
So to have a conversation ahead of time helps us narrow down the search for the visit so you don't get too overwhelmed. But if you wanted to walk in and work with us, we accept walk-in clients as well.
You know, I feel like people have the wrong size rugs in their room too.
Yes.
Like, how are you supposed to gauge?
I see that.
Right? Like, I remember one time I got an area rug for my dining room table, but when you pulled the chair out, there was no rug. Like, is there?
And you were sitting like this.
I'm like, I don't think this is right. And then the living room rug, you know, is it supposed to be under the couch? Is it supposed to be only a little bit of the couch? Is it supposed to be like, I have no idea how you're supposed to measure. And I guess that's why people come to you.
Yeah, the reason for ill-fitting rugs is because the standard sizes we talked about prior is people were fitting the wrong size rug into a room that was a lot larger and a layout that just wasn't suitable for it. So there's a few different rules of thumb when it comes to deciding rug sizes. For a dining room, you take the table size and then you add at least 2 feet to each dimension.
Oh.
So if the
Must
rug,
have added one.
if the table's 4 by 6, then you have to. It has to be an 8 by 10 rug.
Oh.
So yeah, sometimes people miscalculate.
This is very good information.
2.5 feet is even better than the 2
Is
feet.
it common
minimum.
to put carpet under hardwood? I feel like
You
I
mean
mean
over?
under a dining table.
Yeah, it's one of the more popular areas that we're doing area
Meredith,
rugs.
dare you ask that question?
I try to think about it. I don't think if it's something I've noticed. But aren't you worried about the carpet getting stained from food?
That's where Matt comes in.
Yeah, that's probably the primary concern from a room like that. So you want to avoid anything that can't take a spill. So it's something that's usually cleanable, easy to vacuum, but it's a good way to bring some aesthetic value to a dining room.
So
and you
Matt,
can always
sorry.
treat it.
Yeah,
and
everything
you
can
can
be
treat-
stain
Wash it.
treated
Just
as
wash
well.
it, Donna.
No, treat it with
Treat it
a
prior.
spray.
Oh,
just
okay.
like
So when your kids
just like
spill-
this umbrella and your couch, you would treat those chairs. You
Oh,
spray
got it. Okay, so let's say I have $1 billion and I have a $15 million home and I want only the best. What's the best I can buy?
Good question. In terms, it depends on what you're looking for. But there are handmade rugs that are silk that will probably be the softest and nicest quality that you can buy, and you can order it at any size, any width, any color, any pattern. So there are true made-to-order rugs that are available when you don't have any sort of budget.
So silk is
What's
what we're
the
looking at.
most expensive carpet you sold? Rug, design piece.
The most expensive projects that we've done are custom cut to fit halls and stairs. And it's usually a wool carpeting. Wools of New Zealand is the highest quality wool. And then when you're weaving carpet versus machine making it. It's a whole different process, and it gets really expensive once you start adding in that handmade element.
Why would you use wool?
And why would somebody want handmade?
Yeah.
As opposed to machine?
Yeah.
So wool is naturally stain resistant. It holds color the longest. It's a natural fiber, so there's no chemicals. It's organic. So there's a number of different factors that play into wool being the ideal floor covering, both for carpeting and for area rugs.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it lasts. It looks the best, the longest.
Okay.
Wool. So
Donna knew that.
I knew that.
But can it be clean?
But I work there too.
Right.
because it's a naturally coating.
And they're
there's
beautiful.
Natural coating on the fiber. If you spill water on a wool carpet, it will just sit there until you bring over a towel and you can sop it up. And the same thing for any wet stain. So that the actual liquid doesn't penetrate the fiber. It will just stay there until you can treat it. You just have to make sure that you don't treat it with the wrong chemical, and then it becomes a problem.
Well,
And
how are you supposed
I
to
hear
get
that all the time.
So what is a person to do if they have a wool rug and they spill wine?
You are just taking a wet cloth and you are dabbing that wine until eventually the red comes out of it. You're not adding any chemical to it. If you wanted to add any cleaning solution, then you might want to use a diluted white vinegar solution to that water, but never use a chemical cleaner. It's the best way to ruin a carpet.
I have done that twice.
Donna.
I know.
I used milk once.
Terrible. Oh, milk. I've
clean
never
a
heard
stain?
that.
Red wine.
Did it come out?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know anything about science, but I read something on the interweb and
There's a lot of science
Worked.
into stain cleaning. Or
Oh, I've heard
carpet.
so many.
Some, like,
Yeah.
the
Coca-Cola.
enzymes or something.
Coca-Cola
Oh,
and
Coke,
soda
yep.
water.
With coffee stains, it's hydrogen peroxide.
Oh,
You spray it and then it just dissolves. Like you spray the rug and then as it evaporates, it pulls the stain right out.
What about on our clothes?
Same thing.
Probably.
Do you know about tannin stains?
I don't, but I would imagine that it's the same thing with wool rugs as it would be a wool
tea?
sweater.
Tannin? No, I worked
Tannins
at a
in
dry
wine, right?
cleaners.
Oh.
And the tannin stain, so, it comes out of the clothes, but then it pops back out.
What's a tannin?
Oh, wait, maybe that's when you clean you don't know tannin, so maybe it was clothes and not rugs. I don't know. TANIN?
No,
I don't know.
It should carry over.
It should carry over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. But wait, what were you saying?
not sure.
I forgot. Meredith, what?
Can we talk about something off topic?
Yeah. Always.
So I went to get a cup of coffee earlier, and they gave me this bucket of iced something. It was a cappuccino is all I wanted, and I wanted a warm cup of cappuccino. And it was huge and iced, and I took a sip out of it, and it was not like I didn't like it.
Wait, did you order that?
I was going to say, did you order that?
I ordered a
ice?
large cappuccino.
And they,
Well, and they didn't say iced or hot
No, but I've noticed that at all the coffee shops, they just assume
You want
I want
iced.
iced.
because in New England, people drink iced coffee.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
when it's cold out. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So anyway, so whatever. I'm still at the counter because I'm waiting for my sandwich and or the drive up and I take a sip and I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. I'm not going to be able to drink any of it. So I said, I think I got the wrong thing because it has sweetness in it. And she said, no. Anyway, so long story, I said, can I swap it out? I'm sorry, it's obnoxious. I can't drink that. And then I said, I'm allergic to it.
That is a lie.
And that's
And
what
you are going to hell.
No, well, that's exactly it. I don't usually I don't know why I said I'm allergic
because they
to
think
it.
that'll be like,
I
oh,
don't know
of
if it
course.
like softens the blow. This young
does.
woman, she didn't
It
care.
does.
She was throwing it in the sink like it
Right.
doesn't matter. But now what do I do to erase my lie? Because I don't lie like that. I just don't. I didn't need to.
Meredith,
and now I'm
it's too
burdened
late.
with it.
It's too late.
Like, do I need to make an offering or something?
Yeah, Hail Mary or
You're going to
something.
develop an
Yeah.
allergy to coffee.
I think you should go back to the Dunkin' Donuts and say, I
I
have to come
lied.
clean. I lied. I hated my iced coffee and I said I was allergic. I apologize.
There's got to be another way.
Did
I'm
you
not
pay?
going back. Of course I paid. Yeah.
Well, that's okay then.
It's still a lie in the world of the universe, and I feel like something bad's going to happen to me now.
Oh.
Maybe I'll give $1 to Poupée.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have a story. So when I moved into my first house that wasn't my first house, it was my second.
Now you lied.
Third house. Well, no, I didn't lie. I just remembered.
Okay.
So it was the first time I ever had hardwood. So I didn't really know how to clean it. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to spray lemon pledge. So anyway, time goes on. Jason, my husband at the time, comes home. Oh, no, the next morning he comes down. He wasn't wearing his shoes. You can imagine.
I remember
He
this.
fell all the way down the stairs. Alexa goes, Daddy! He sprawled at the bottom of the stairs. He's like, what the F? So I'm like, I don't know.
I'll never clean again.
Right. Well, no, I'm like, oh my God, Jason. He's like, everyone get away from me. So anyway, so he's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I really didn't know. So a couple days later, I was talking to my sister-in-law and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God. I said, I put lemon pledge on the stairs because Jason was still talking about it for days. I go, that's why he fell, because he fell on his back. I said, take it to your grave. Anyway, so that night, Jason came home and his routine would be to walk around the property outside to see what I did outside. So he would walk around outside and then he came in and he went to the stairs and he took his finger and he went like this. He glided it across the stair and he went under his nose. And he said, did you lemon pledge the stairs?
And you said,
No.
No. It wasn't me. It was Alexa. So people, don't ever put lemon pledge on your stairs. That's not the way you clean hardwood. You guys don't do hardwood, do you?
We do, actually.
You
We do refinishing and installation, both.
What?
It's a newer development for us.
Oh.
So I don't know nearly as much about the hard surfaces as carpets and rugs, but we found a partner whose business is based out of Randolph, and he does the best refinishing services that I've come across. And he did my house when we moved in last year. And it was quite the tall task because there were 5 different hardwoods in our house, and he somehow made them all look uniform.
Wow. So the no one's doing shiny anymore. Donna.
No.
Right.
Mine's-
No,
mine's
everyone's
matte.
everyone's
Oh,
doing
no,
like the water based.
the matte.
Yeah, it's
Correct,
so
yeah.
pretty. I can't believe we went into the shiny. Oh my God, I did the shiny in 19.
I don't mind the shiny though.
I do.
I like it.
I don't like
It
it.
has a place in like historic homes.
Historic
I feel like-
Yeah,
Homes.
I think that depending on the wood.
Yeah, basically, I have that hardware from, it's like orange in color now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's thin.
Mm.
Those are my floors.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything. So,
The house that I was just in has, the house was built in the 1600s, and so it has pumpkin pine. And these boards were about this big. It was absolutely stunning.
that's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So really wide planks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was original. The
Yeah.
trees were bigger and, yeah.
Is that true? We have smaller trees now.
Yeah, it's all new growth, they call it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? So what? All right.
So what else do you want to let the people know, Matt, about Carpet Workroom? 3 locations.
3 locations: Stoughton, Needham, and Newton. We travel all over New England and beyond. We ship all over the country.
That's the other aspect. It's online. Like half of their orders.
Yeah. So our
So you go on the website if you want to start shopping around.
yeah. So we have 2 websites actually. One of which is our e-commerce. You can buy rugs online. You can buy our cleaning products, and that's New England Rug Company, and that's nerugco.com. The other website that showcases our more local products and services would be the Carpet Workroom, and that is carpetworkroom.com. And you can find us on Instagram and all social media at carpetworkroom.com. Well, at that point, it's just at Carpet Workroom.
And Donna, they can call you.
Yes, I'm in the Newton showroom
So what are
on
people?
Thursdays.
What are people coming in and asking you?
Like
What are they looking for? What's the
They're-
number one room they need a rug for?
They want a runner. They're looking for area rugs that hold up,
Yeah.
that And a lot of it is the custom. They want to pick out their binding and you pick it out. It's really cool. It's like all these colors you can put with each carpet that you choose a sample. So you can kind of make your own design, go with your wallpaper, go with the colors of the room and the house. Mostly it's all based on price. Everyone has budgets today, so they want to know what's the best looking carpet for
this price
and the durability, because they have kids, dogs.
Everyone's got pets nowadays. So
Meredith has 3 kids and a giant dog and a giant husband.
Mm.
So it's going to take a lot of wear. Your
High
floors.
volume.
Right.
I feel like
the first question is it a shoe on or shoe off home?
Hers is a shoe off. Well, they kick their shoes off in the mudroom. I feel like you should get the same mudroom carpet and then match the runner on your stairs. Meredith says
Totally
no
agree.
to everything.
No, I totally agree. I'm so enjoying the hardwood floors. I don't want to cover it up at all right now.
How's the dog doing on the hardwood?
She's like a cartoon character. She can't get moving when she wants to.
Right. And she's not afraid to go up and down the stairs.
But she's going to be scratching them.
Yeah, I mean, they're engineered. I'm not too worried about it. They're not indestructible because we did get a scratch in the beginning. My carpenter, he was moving some furniture, so it was like, it can happen, but I'm not too worried. Mm-hmm. I'm not too worried. She's a big dog, but like she gets groomed every 6 weeks, so it's not like her nails get, intolerably long.
I agree.
Donna, what are you getting for a runner on your stairs?
The stairs I'm not, because I have floating stairs.
Oh. Well, the thing too, if you add a carpet, then it becomes a safety So the reason why I hated the carpet on the stairs for me personally was because that edge got rounded. And so then it got kind of slippery.
Well, because you didn't have a runner.
Right.
You had
I had a full carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. A runner would be, I feel
and it was
like,
probably
much more safe.
a synthetic.
Yes.
It was terrible carpet.
It was
tile plush.
terrible.
It was low end,
It
low.
really
Builder
was. Yes,
special.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
And everybody slipped on it. And I was just terrified. Like my grandma and grandpa would come over and, fall or get hurt. So I'm just enjoying right now. And then.
Yeah, but
we'll
a lot of
visualize.
people put a runner up for safety, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not as slippery. And
For
how
kids.
do they?
Kids could slip right.
Oh,
And
right.
it's softer to land on. if you do
right. Good
trip.
point.
Right.
And you can do it so that it's not like that. What we had, which was terrible.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can actually showcase some of the wood too. You don't have to cover the whole step.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
so
would
the
be
wood,
nice.
you'd see
That's
the
the
wood on the
beauty of,
side.
of a runner.
Yeah, be so pretty.
Actually, Acorn, the one that we're listing soon, is
They have a runner.
yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
The grass is always greener though. So if you grow up in a house with carpeted stairs and you want the look and feel of hardwood and vice versa. If you slipped and fell ever, then you're going to
kill
want to put a
yourself.
runner down.
Yeah,
Right.
so true. Well, I just think the change, you just kind of want to enjoy your change before you start, modifying again. But for sure, we need one in the mudroom and in the living room.
Yeah.
It just makes it cozier.
And
Yeah.
warmer.
Right.
I just was talking with him. I have an 18-foot hallway. Wow. So I want to get Matt to, and he suggested remnants. We didn't talk about remnants. So remnants are located in the Needham showroom, and they're from jobs. Well, Matt will go into that, but you can go in and it could be one of those very, very, very expensive rugs, and you want a small rug, and they have remnants made from that.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but it can get
Yeah, we don't like to throw anything away. So we divert our excess material from landfills, and instead of tossing it into a dumpster, we wrap it up and package it up and send it to the Needham location, which people can shop through. So if you're looking for smaller projects, if it's a straight stair runner or a long hallway, or smaller area rugs, you can get a really high quality material at a fraction of the cost. That's how we actually developed a reputation, got started in the business was by selling our remnants, and now we're have contacts and connections with every single mill essentially across the globe. So our carpets come from all over the place.
So how does that work? You go to the showroom it is in Needham and you just pick out the pattern or whatever you like, or?
Yeah, we have an ever-changing inventory of the carpet remnants, which is in the Needham location, and you could shop there anytime. It's a little more hands-on, and you could see the actual fabrics and touch them.
It was where you were, Steph.
No, I was in Stoughton.
Oh,
She was in
yeah,
Stoughton.
you were in Stone.
But you can come and you can customize the shape and the size. We actually even have a working table there. So our goal is by the end of the year to actually be making the rugs even potentially while you waited. So you can have it in real time.
Wow, Matt.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
For everybody who needs that immediate gratification.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other
that
thing.
will be
People
available.
ask, when can I have it?
Right.
I need a 5x7 next week. Because they're used to going into a rug store or Home Depot, Home Goods, I should say.
Okay.
Somewhere where they have all these
they just pick it up.
very
at the
low
home.
end, though. But they have it. They have
Right.
it tomorrow. They need
Right.
it for a party, So that's a great.
And what about carpets in the bedroom? Where do you guys stand? It's about 50-50
I love a carpet
in the bedroom.
under the bed. Well, when I get out. Whether
So
it be-
instead of wall to wall though, an area rug.
Yeah, area rug.
Yeah.
Like right at the foot
your
of the
feet-
bed.
your
For
feet-
my feet.
yeah.
Oh, foot of the bed. So you're supposed to put it under, halfway under, and let it come out.
Yeah,
What
usually
is the rule for that?
You start it at the beginning of the end tables. So the rug wouldn't go all the way under the bed. You'd pull it out to the foot of the bed, so it comes off a little bit that way, and it ends pretty much at the top of the end tables. You don't have to go underneath.
Yeah. So you have like that step off. Like when you get out of your bed, you step down. That's probably a foot. Just enough that when you get out of a warm bed, you don't want to step on a cold floor.
Yeah, I like a carpet too
Yeah.
in the bedroom.
You have a lot of carpet shopping to do.
I
What
know.
about animal prints?
Animal prints. people have been talking about animal prints.
Tread lightly, Matt.
Going out of style for years now, and they never have. There are more animal prints now than ever before.
It's like a white kitchen cabin.
There's some
People are like, "It's
beautiful
out."
prints.
It's not
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I just love
I mean,
that.
they've taken it to a different level. They're in purple. They're in blue.
Really?
Every different color,
Yeah.
all the different animal patterns, and they're obviously the synthetic materials, so they're not real hides, but they really look like they could be real. Some of these.
Interesting. I had this horrible shag carpeting on Acorn Road.
I think
Hopefully-
that's coming back too.
It
Isn't it,
is?
Matt? Shaggy.
A little bit.
Or a thicker pile,
It was
whatever.
for a while,
Yeah.
but I think it fell by the
Oh,
wayside.
did
Oh,
Yeah, came back for a short
came back for
period
a second.
and left again.
What about the padding underneath?
That's
where it gets.
is that necessary?
Is it not?
And what
Oh,
does-
that's right. Well, for wall to wall, yeah.
Yeah, wall to
And-
wall
But even
carpeting.
for area, I think for depending.
So we have non-skid pads that are helpful for keeping things in place because the rugs will slide around even when they're weighed down by furniture. So it's good to have a little non-skid quality to it. But you want the cushion. You want a little bit of cushion. It protects the
Right.
floor. It softens up the rug. And not everybody, but a lot of people, the trend has gone more flat and more textural materials, like high-low. So when you add a pad in underneath, it just changes the whole complexity. It makes it a lot cozier.
Is Berber still in?
Yeah, Berber carpet. It just means that it's looped versus plush. And so yeah, there's a ton of Berber carpets that still to this day
They're pretty.
used all over the place.
They're timeless.
Not necessarily the Berber carpet that you're
probably
of,
thinking
of,
of, but they're timeless.
Again, the builder special that they're putting in a basement in the
Yeah.
90s, that's still around.
Yeah.
It's still around. We don't deal with it as much, but
Yeah.
everything's textured and it has some component of softness, but durability too. The best of both worlds.
Now, do you do pictures? Like, if I have a landscape that I'd love to replicate on a rug, can you do that?
Oh,
We can't, but we have vendors that
Picture.
can.
Like when we do on a Shaw's cake.
Yeah.
really? You can do that on a rug?
Yeah, you can do that on a rug. But that's not us. We don't manufacture the materials from scratch. We take the materials that are the textiles that are already manufactured, and then we just turn them into finished products. So But we do have companies that we work with that can actually create logos or photos or
Really?
pictures.
I didn't know that.
Now, Donna, I know you're very vocal. If somebody picked out something that was horrible, would you say that is horrible? I don't recommend it.
I'm very honest, not but I will. When a person comes in, you don't try to scare them from anything. You let them pull what they are drawn to. That's what I do, and then we lay it out, and they ask my opinion. I want to see their room. I don't live in their space,
Right.
so I would never really say that's not nice.
My girlfriend did a rug in her bedroom it had a little sparkle in it.
Really?
It had the slightest little hint. It was like a little thread here and
Wall
a
to
little thread
wall?
here. Yeah. Now, do you guys do wall to wall too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Are people still doing wall to wall?
Yeah, it's
I would think basements is still.
it's less and less popular
love
than
my
ever
basement
before.
carpet. It is the coziest.
Yeah, but people are putting down the
laminate floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
And
cold
then
though.
you
in a
still need a
basement.
rug over it. So
Yeah. It's too cold in a basement.
I agree.
But
But
mostly in bedrooms, basements, big playrooms like attic playrooms.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
People still doing wall
Kids
to wall.
rolling around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought about that before. My kids were ready for us to put the hardwoods in because they would wrestle and
well, that's the other thing. If you have a second floor, you want some kind of rug because that hardwood floor, you're gonna
Sound.
oh, the sound. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
hear them kids running.
Yeah, it
or-
does echo more
it
in
does.
my house now.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
But it'll be filled in.
Right.
Yeah. Our carpet in the office needs to be redone.
Wait, we were just in a house yesterday and there was carpet in the bathroom.
Oh no.
That's a no-no.
We used to have carpeting in our bathroom. Our second house that we bought in Sharon, it was a resale. And the whole inside of the house was gold and black. And we opened up the half bath and it was a gold toilet and a gold sink with black carpeting. My parents kept it for a long time. It's so disgusting. Like the people before us had that.
Yeah, but that was
the
80s.
Wexlers, who
That
were
was
very
80s.
nice.
That was
it
80s.
was 80s.
80s was theme living.
Yes, it was theme living because my bedroom had gold shag, and then I had orange daisy wallpaper with matching shades, matching curtains,
Yes.
matching throw pillows on my bed.
Yes. Yes, I went into a room that had same thing. The lampshade matched the bedspread, matched the curtains, matched this paneling that they did on the closets. It was scary.
Matchy.
It was very scary.
Can you do anything matchy? If somebody has an area rug, what can they use that remnant for? Anything? Wait, what about a chair cover?
Depending
pad?
depending on the material, mouse pads. People have made in the past.
Real? Meredith, get a matching mouse pad.
Oh, mouse pad. I'm like trying to understand a mouse pad for your computer.
Yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
the same material that can be used to make an area rug can be used to make a mouse pad.
Oh,
People are crafty.
I know.
Who thinks of these things?
Oh, we get a question a lot of time in the basement. Is there a carpet or padding or whatever for moisture barrier?
There is. It's never ideal though.
Oh,
Most of the time, if you want to waterproof, there's like a way to seal it, which is better than the padding. I mean, it's got a nice story to it, but I wouldn't trust it.
Got it.
If your basement gets wet, you don't want to trap
yeah.
anything in there.
Yeah, got it.
And so most of the moisture barrier, it's like for pets, and so it prevents the liquid or whatever from going down into the subfloor.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah.
What do you have in your basement? I don't remember.
The
Carpet?
vinyl.
Oh, you have LVP. It's not cold?
Mm-mm.
And you were mentioning your office, so commercial is another whole level of
Oh yeah,
different kind of rug
right.
because you don't want wool there. You
Call
know?
Grosky, Dan Grosky.
Yeah, we got to get
Oh no,
the carpets clean.
Actually, that's.
I mean, it's high volume, right? So
Right.
do you do commercial grade stuff too?
Yep.
We do less commercial than residential, but we do commercial work mixed in. We've done a few projects this year: restaurants, offices. Like Clean Harbors is a business that we just did some of their offices, and we did just land a job that we're going to be installing in November at the Copley. Fairmount Copley in Boston.
Cool.
We're going to do a few sets of their stairs in the hotel. So
custom
pieces? No, it's wall to wall, but it's in a really unique setting. It's the old stairwell that has marble stairs. And so, this is kind of a quick fix for them. They're holding off on doing a major renovation and redoing a lot of their...
The Fairmount or
the
Marriott?
Fairmount, yeah. So hopefully this is a segue into a much bigger hotel job for us.
Cool.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you on Instagram?
We are. Up to 14,500 followers on Instagram. Trying to hit 15K, which would be exciting. It's at Carpet Workroom. Trying to get on TikTok too, but we only have about 150 followers on there. So it's taking a little bit longer, but obviously it's newer to us and it takes a little while to build that audience and that community.
You'd be surprised.
Why is that?
TikTok moves
You
fast.
love TikTok.
Donna, first of all, no, I don't.
Oh.
Second of all, I barely go on TikTok.
I populate our
Third of
TikTok
all-
page.
It must be Jen. I don't know who I'm thinking of.
It's not
Somebody
me.
likes TikTok.
We do have the show has a TikTok
it's-
page, but I populate it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I'm an Instagram girl.
Okay.
And on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok, younger audience, but more global. And so trying to appeal to a wider audience and just seeing what kind of content will stick.
ASMR for TikTok.
Yeah, we've gotten a little ASMR in the workroom, but haven't gotten too deep into it yet.
People love it.
Really?
We've gone live a few times. We go live from the workroom.
Oh,
once a
yeah.
week,
That's a good idea.
to showcase the different projects that we're working on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're building.
How did you get into this, Matt?
It was my father that got me into it. Prior to that, I had finished my undergraduate in New York City at Fordham University and came back to live at home. And I got my first job as a teacher, working as a middle school teacher in Boston. I did that for 3 years, and then I had the opportunity to start our first showroom, and so I teamed up with my father for that.
So much fun.
Is your dad still living?
No, he passed last year. So it's now my brother, my sister, and my mom. So we're all working for the business.
Oh.
We have cousins and family friends that we grew up with. Donna and my mom go way back, and so yeah, we're a tight family business, even within the the non-family members.
We love that. We love supporting family business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy and I went to grammar school together.
Wow.
We're old friends.
Oh.
Forever. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. I watched them grow. So
And so if I get a carpet, how do you retain repeat business? Because I would imagine, how long does a carpet typically last? Like, what's the life expectancy? You've got to know some age range of probably a combination of wear and tear and design change that people will come back to you and want to replace what they have.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest challenges we have as a retail business to scale and grow is that you don't really have that many repeat customers. Once somebody puts new flooring in their home, they're hoping to get 10, 20 years out of that.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it's maintained properly, you
will.
can actually get that, or if you just ignore it, which most people do, because it becomes 30 years later and somebody finally
they're
sells
selling
their
their
house.
Right. And
they're
then we
calling
come
us.
in, right? We're
And
like,
we-
this is disgusting.
we ripped that up.
Yeah. So that's what I led with is, people don't necessarily value these things. It's important to them at first, but then it quickly becomes an afterthought. So to keep people engaged, it's tough, but people have more than one home or they're changing homes. So we get repeat business that way. But we work with a lot of designers and architects and builders, and that's how we get most of our repeat business.
What about water hog type rugs for your door, your entryway when you have pets?
Yeah, there's a lot of products that are like that are commercially graded that you can order online. So we don't really mess around with those.
Got
we
it.
have a few vendors that we work with that make commercial matting, but most of those products are available directly to the consumer nowadays. So
Got it.
we don't sell much of them.
Yeah.
So this is really, you want something custom. You want to
Yeah.
pick out your own
Something
binding. You want to
beautiful.
pick out your own rug. You want to pick
Yeah.
out your own shape.
Yeah, something
you wanna
that's
pick
truly
out-
your own.
Right.
And there's a story to the products that we work on and the projects we create. And our main fabricator is from Vietnam, Steven. A lot of the carpets that we work on, they come from India, and that wool comes from New Zealand. So it's truly global effort to put these products together before they get to your home. It's not just machine made off of a loom down in Georgia for Shaw carpet. There's actual artistry and craftsmanship that goes into these products. So that's the kind of client that we work with, and people that have a little bit more of an understanding and appreciation for it.
I would say, please get off my carpet. Do you know how much I spent for this?
Take your damn shoes off.
That's right.
That's
the
the
story
biggest
behind
thing.
that.
I
Right.
cringe when people walk into my house with shoes on. And I should have a sign.
You
Yeah,
should.
very
It's a shoeless
passive-aggressive,
house.
yeah, as you walk in.
Well, it's
Well, Pat-
awkward. It's awkward. It's like you're having a party. Everyone's dressed up.
I know.
You're
What are
going
you
to
supposed
ask
to
them
do?
to take their shoes
Let's
off?
not forget when Carrie Bradshaw took off her shoes and then they were stolen.
They were stolen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were the
Milanos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Milanos,
So, I
but-
mean, it is very, you try to be
Wait,
shoe off.
I want to hear how Matt's passive aggressive when people walk in their house, his house with shoes on.
You just stare at their feet until they do, and then you kind of tap your bare foot until
Right.
they get the point. Or you just leave a nice
Little basket
box of
and
booties.
Yep, some booties.
That helps.
Yeah.
It is
My
gross.
booties in
cousin,
my
my
car.
cousin does
Yeah.
that. She leaves
Shoes,
you
booties,
not
slippers.
socks,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
socks to put on. And I was like, oh, I guess we have to take our shoes.
I mean, it is disgusting.
it is what
if
you're
you think
bringing
about
in.
it.
You're,
Yeah.
What you're walking on all day.
Like, why are we doing that?
It is
We should do
gross.
it in our own home.
It is
I
gross.
do.
And
It's
we
gross.
don't have shoe policy, but I don't always want to take my shoes off when I'm in someone else's house. I just don't. I have booties in my car. Like when we go
Right.
to appointments, I bring
Right.
booties because if you don't, and I'm in my work clothes, I don't want to to your point, like if you're
Yeah,
if
right.
you go to a party and you're all dressed up and your shoes are like part of your outfit, and then
Right.
someone's like, take your shoes off, you're like,
You can't have a
off
party
your
at your house.
game. I can't.
Right.
I can't think. at
What
that
if you're
point.
in a
I'm like,
strappy
done.
sandal with a
Yeah.
bare foot?
And you
now you're
yeah.
walking around in bare feet
Yeah,
at a
now
party.
I'm
Matt,
done.
you know what? I'm not coming to a party
Yeah.
at your house.
Yeah.
That I will tell you.
Yeah.
And booties don't work for heels.
No.
You know,
They don't.
But booties are fine. I bring booty as
Right.
a part of our business because not everybody wears shoes in their house, and I
No.
would never want to track.
Like I
anything
showed
in.
a house
Right.
last night and I had to put the booties
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
everybody.
I just keep them in my car.
Yeah,
and-
it's smart.
Well, they have,
fine.
yeah.
Well,
I
no,
like it
I'm glad that we're all on the same page here. I mean, it definitely.
Well, and I love selling houses that are shoeless.
Yeah.
People love that.
Yeah.
Just
It
cleaner.
shows that you,
Yeah.
you
My
know,
God, right.
cleaner.
Your
Take care
carpeting
of
will
it.
last for years and years and years and years and years.
I mean, I grew up in a house that was no shoes in the house, and my husband was adamant that the kids didn't wear shoes. And I got to tell you, I would recommend to every parent out there, make your kids take their shoes off before they
Train
come
them
in.
now, yeah.
Just train them when they're young because
Oh,
it
yeah.
cuts down on the dirt. I mean, it's so much easier for you. You have to do one
Even the
third
ger-
of the
the
cleaning.
germs.
And certainly the germs. I'm with you. Yeah.
Who knows what we're
Yeah.
stepping in?
Yeah. Yep. So true.
I don't mind a germ.
Yeah. Do you wear shoes in your house?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all hardwood. I don't have any carpets.
I have slippers in my mudroom, so I take mine off.
I'm not like die hard with me, but with the kids, they just take them off at the
The kids
door.
are
They
my
don't-
kids are trained now.
Yeah.
Their shoes are
I don't
off.
have a good place to take mine off. That's why.
Well, that's the hard part.
I have no
That's why
place to put them.
mudworms were born.
Right,
Yeah.
but I don't have a mudroom.
Yeah. Mudrooms are the
Let's
best
leave a piece
in
of-
New England.
Yeah.
They
They
really
are. We need them.
Yeah. It's the most
But you still need a
underrated
runner.
room in the house.
Because
You do.
right.
Well, that's why I put commercial grade before in our mudroom because it was so much easier. And it was warmer because the room's not heated. But now it's hardwood. And so I just got to find an appropriate runner. Yeah.
Right. Or you could just carpet the whole room again.
Never.
Oh.
Just beautiful pieces like Matt makes. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Very strategically placed.
Yeah.
Perfectly sized.
Like artwork.
Yeah.
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 It is. Yeah. It's a piece of the decor. You
Yeah.
know, not just a rug.
Right.
Yeah, I think
There's so
one
many
little
patterns.
hallway.
There's so many. I go there every Thursday when I work, and I'm like, oh,
So
I
pretty.
love that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
Where are you
want
putting
that.
rugs in your new house?
The bedrooms, the hallway that we discussed, under the sofas. Yeah, I like a rug under the sofa. I was asking him, do we put a rug under a pool table? My kids want a pool table.
Yeah. Well, you just don't want to do it. You don't want to mess up your stance
Yeah,
when you're
no.
shooting.
Right.
Yeah, I think in a pool hall, I don't think that there's
There's rugs.
any rug underneath.
Yeah.
So, it,
I'll probably just do one half. With sofa is, I'll do a rug. So yeah, we have to get
I can't
busy,
wait
Matt.
to see this.
I have lots of
we gotta
rugs.
finish the house first.
I mean, but it makes it so much cozier. I mean, so the work that we're doing at our house, it's just making it.
It
The
does.
space is
well,
getting
it grounds
cozier,
it.
right? And I
then
can't wait to have those pieces
those
because
colors
it does.
come
Yeah,
alive.
it grounds
Right.
it. It really it makes it warmer and more inviting. And look, 6 months of the year here in New England, it's pretty cold and dreary and yucky, and you want a cozy, inviting space.
Yeah.
Get rid of that gray.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's not
like a
disgusting.
rainy
It's
day.
just cold.
It's gross. I
Just
never
put a
even
nice-
liked gray.
Put a nice carpet over it.
It was very trendy. I think you'd be happier with something.
My
different.
client stained their floor like a gray.
Oh,
It was a
Yeah,
custom
a
stain
white gray.
throughout. Yeah.
The wood?
Yeah.
Oh. Like
It's
a
really
like
different.
a like a whitewash but gray wash?
Yeah.
that's very trending right now.
It's really pretty.
Back in the 90s and late 80s, it was called pickled.
True.
This isn't pickled.
Well, the one that my
I kind of
designer-
like pickled.
I do not. My
I
cabinets
don't know
were
what you're
pickled.
referencing.
So it looks
That's
like it
'cause
has
you're
like
too young.
it looks like it has
Matt's
like a
too young
whitewash,
for
Matt, you're
pickled.
too young.
like a milky
He doesn't
finish.
even know what we're talking about.
I know.
Oh, Matt.
It's like late 80s contemporary, very early 90s mauve, but
Pinkish.
pinkish.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
yep.
like a pink whitewash.
Yes. And
Not
I'm sure
pretty.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
it's very
My
trendy right
parents
now.
had pickled cabinets.
That's what we're taking out.
The pickled cabinets.
Yes.
Right.
And my interior designer she said, I really want you to look at these floors because I love them. And I looked in her and said, hold those up to my kitchen cabinets. And she goes, oh.
Oh.
So that trend, 1990 house, coming back in 2024. That's
It
what
does
is.
all circuit. It all comes
It really
back to
does.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Matt, why, when we go into houses, there's some lumps under the rugs?
Oh.
Is it a bad installer? And then you have to call back and they have to come and stretch it.
Yeah.
It's usually a bad installer or just bad material. And so a lot of the times if it's new material, then it means it was a bad installation. But if it's older, it means that the carpeting is starting to come apart. And it's called, I don't know, delineation maybe. But it's when the backing becomes separate
Separates,
from
yeah.
the face fibers. And so it doesn't matter how much you stretch it. It's just always going to go back to bubbling.
So we don't have to worry about that with your carpets.
No, I mean, we sell cheap carpets that will do that over time, but you help that eliminate that with good padding. So if you pair cheap padding and cheap carpet, that's the result.
With a good installation.
Can you walk us through the process of what happens? Like, how is the rug actually made? So we come to the showroom and we pick out our carpet and we pick out our binding. So how does that all get put together?
So the carpets that we sell are already made. They're textiles. They come off of a sheet that's rolled up, and that's how it arrives to us. Once you pick your size and your edge finishing and all the different specifications for your rug, in our workroom, we have a large air table. And on that air table, it floats up the rugs so that one person can pull that rug through what ends up being a sewing machine. And so a binding machine that applies the edging is just a sewing machine. It looks like it acts like it, and it just stitches on the edging, and we can put on narrow edging that simply wraps the sides. There's wide binding that creates more of a bordered effect. There's
Now, is this
surging
something you
yarn.
can program, or your stitcher has to know what he's doing?
All of this is done
Handmade.
by it's not hand stitched,
Right,
but
but
it's
it's
machine done, but it's operated by a person, not a computer. So and even the way that we cut these on our cutting floor, we're using really sharp knives, we're using really long straight edges, we're checking angles to make sure that the cuts are all straight, the patterns are all lined up. So there's a lot of planning that goes into that process to make sure that everything is all lined up properly. So it hits the cutting floor, it hits the table to get the edges that we're applying to it, and then eventually, delivered or installed to your home. So everything is being done ahead of time. We might have to come out to template your space and do the measurements with you before the fabrication happens. But it's, several steps along the way before you can get a custom rug done.
How do you template? Dude, I'm thinking like a big giant piece of wax paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
It comes on a roll.
Yeah.
It's brown paper. It comes on a 3-foot wide roll.
Oh, wow.
And if you're going to make a big rug, you could tape it side by side, and you're recreating the shape of that rug with the piece of paper. And it's all taped together. It's all marked with different notes. This is where this is going to happen. This is where that's going to happen. So yeah, it's really, really a sight to see when somebody is putting all these markings here. You don't think it means anything once the rug is getting cut, but it does. All of it is coordinated along many steps and many people along the way.
Wow.
What a process.
I know.
Yeah,
So custom.
There's a lot that goes
So
into it.
cool.
Very custom. And
There's a
very,
lot that you can mess up as well.
Right. And you need to hire the right people.
Mhm.
And your workers have probably been with you for a while now. So
yeah.
they get it.
And we work on materials if people are trying to restore their existing materials or repurpose. If they're moving to a new house, we'll take that material. We do alterations and cleaning and resize and deliver to your new space. So we do a lot of reclamation projects to go along with it as well.
Have you ever heard of anybody getting moths on their wool?
Yeah.
I know someone who had that with their Oriental rug.
Yeah, they can be a
Moths.
nightmare.
Yeah, and they couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah.
What do they nest in the rug?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody rolls up a rug, they don't store it properly. It could get moths.
What is the proper way to storage your rugs when you're moving and you have to roll them up and you've paid thousands of dollars?
Clean and dry before you
Who
store
cleans
them.
it? You?
Yeah.
So we go, Matt, we're moving. We have to get our carpets cleaned and stored.
Yeah, we can clean on site if you intend on keeping them with you, or we can store them in our facility.
Oh.
And so we do
That's kinda
cleaning
major.
and storage in our facility, and then we do cleaning on site.
So you're with us for the lifetime. Like, I'm moving, I call you, and I could say, Matt, I got to take these with me. And you say, okay, I take care of the rest. And you're
Wait,
gonna-
what if she didn't get her rugs from you?
Yeah, if you bought them from elsewhere, we'll still
You still store them,
provide
clean
the
them?
services. Yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
That's-
Especially
that-
if you have this custom piece that you love. Yeah.
Matt, that is huge.
Yeah, that is really huge.
Right.
You should have led with that, Matt.
Yeah, that's
We also
that's
this
a mic
year,
drop.
Yeah.
we did this last year too. We had success with it, but we also are cleaning and storing outdoor cushions as well. So if you have outdoor furniture,
Oh yeah, they got moldy and
so now's the time.
Funny you're saying
We'll
that. I'm
pick it
just
up,
thinking about my cushions just the other day.
Call
and I was like, I got to get them stored.
pick them up, clean
I
them,
throw them
store
away.
them. Yeah, exactly.
you know what,
exactly.
Donna? Not everybody wants to throw their cushions away. So we
They
call
get
you
so
again.
gross.
They do
Somebody
get
from
gross.
your
Throw them
company-
away.
Yeah, mine deserve to be
We don't
thrown
have to
away.
bring them to you. You guys
No,
come
we'll
out.
come pick them up and do all that and deliver them back
Who
in the
knew?
springtime.
I didn't know that either.
Donna didn't even know.
I didn't even know
You
that.
know,
You did
I'm
that,
not-
Matt.
Yeah. Well,
Like I said, this is a newer
it's a newer
endeavor
thing,
for us.
Donna. You might want to catch
Well, you know
yourself.
what? I will say we're
Well,
in,
I'm spending all
Yeah.
this money on these cushions for
Right.
outside, and like you said, you have to power wash them. They get
Right.
gross.
Yeah. Do you leave yours out or you put them away every day?
I cover it,
Oh,
and then but
Every
they,
day?
but they still get
They still
Yeah.
get
dirty. They get dirty.
They
Dirt
still get
gets up
schmutzy.
there,
Yeah.
and
right.
The wind blows the dirt. It's
Yeah.
gross.
We're kind of done.
All right. Yeah.
It's been an hour.
Oh, wow. All right, Matt.
Time flies.
Time flies.
How do you
when
want
you're
to
having
close
fun.
this? We're come to the showroom.
Yeah. Matt, tell us one more time what your social handles are.
And hurry up.
Social handle is Carpet Workroom, at Carpet Workroom. Website is carpetworkroom.com. Or if you're shopping online for rugs, nerugcode.com.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We
Fun.
learned so
this
much.
is my first podcast.
Good job, Donna.
You know Donna's going to want to come back.
We'd love
Matt,
to
do you
have
want
you
to come
back.
back?
Yes.
Next time we
Yeah,
will
there you
go.
go.
Next time we will go to the showroom.
Well, next time we'll go to the showroom. Right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
Follow up.
guys.